streets, they never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust, then that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga.
Yeah, YouTube usage, y'all. It's Saturday. Let's pop up. Put them fire emojis up if y'all rocking with this right here. This is my shit right here, y'all.
It's your boy.
And I be yelling out gang gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. And I be sliding down Rosecrans with my close friends. Bitch, I ain't no kid, I'm a grown man, and I don't need your cash. Got my own bands, but they call me Mr. Break a Bitch in Japan, and I'm with gang gang. Yeah, gang gang, big dog shit, dog tag, let them chains hang. Bitch, yo, bitch, I hope this ain't your main thing. And I be sliding around with the bananas like a orangutan. And I be sliding around with that dick like a stud do. And if it's up, then it's stuck, nigga, fuck you. Bitch, I'm from the deuce, bitch, I'm from the foe. Enterprise Park, somewhere you can't go. That's on Roy, that's on Roy. I'ma go nuts like I'm in Joy's. Bitch, I'm from the deuce, bitch, I'm from the foe. Enterprise Park, somewhere you can't go. And I be yelling out gang gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9. I'm from the deuce, the boat, the bigs, the 8, the 9.
Call me if you gang bang. Had that workout by daybreak. It better not be a day late. Prison yards and melees.
been going up and going nuts like paydays. On paydays, sending homies money on JPay. On the red homies grave, look, I'm really from the gang gang. Westside royalty, respect and loyalty. Old school tech, I had the oiling, the spoiling. Top out, hot dog, hot water boiling.
P Street, bitch, that's something like the elite street. We gon' get the drop and watch us spin, it's a repeat. Street sweep, dropped 100, we was 3 deep. I'ma dive in on little baby more than knee deep. Westside royalty, got bands for the loyal fees. Shut the party down up in the ops, we tryna spoil it. Loose 4, big say 9 and put it on them. We gon' put the hoes on them and then we
And
put
I
a
be
hole in
yelling
them.
out, gang gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Shout out to my guy, CB. I don't care what nobody say. That dude gave me the hardest intro on YouTube. He didn't do it once. He did it twice. But shout out to everybody in the building on this sucker-free Saturday. Hashtag Team Guardian. That's the movement. If you here, you there. I got some things to talk about because I'm a little heartbroken today. I'm a little heartbroken. I've been devastated for a couple of days. I'm heartbroken. And I felt as though that I need to share it with the people. Fellas, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying what's on your mind when you're hurting and you're missing someone. Big Dice is missing someone. I'm hurting. This is my B-A-B-B-B-B-B-B-B-B-B-B-I-E. If y'all hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, put the dice cubes up because I want y'all to mourn with me. I'm missing her. She's supposed to be my baby mother. God didn't want us to have a child together. God didn't want us to have a child together. I'd have probably been too jealous. She would have probably been too jealous. You know what I'm saying? Child Protective Services might have probably been called in and stuff like that because I was an animal at one time before I changed my life. Hallelujah. But I'm hurting this morning. And if y'all hear me crystal clear, please, somebody let me know. If I can shout out everybody in the building because y'all want to mourn with me because y'all here. Y'all got to mourn with me because I'm hurting. I lost somebody and I'm going to miss her. I'm really, 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 really going to miss her. You understand what I'm saying to you? If y'all don't know, my baby passed away. I'm going to miss her. Miss Ananda Lewis. We grew up with her. She was fighting breast cancer. I'm talking about the description of elegance. She was a mother. She was a mother also. Yes, she was a mother also. 52 years old. I want a moment in silence, y'all. Can I get a moment of silence, please? Can I get a moment of silence for Miss Ananda Lewis? 1, 2, Freddie, I'm hurting. They took my baby from me. That was supposed to be my son. That was supposed to be my son, but God said no. Shout out to her husband, Will Smith, brother. Description of elegance right here. They don't make them like you no more, sis. If they do, they got them somewhere hidden in the cave somewhere. But if anybody can hear me, if y'all hear me crystal clear, can I get some dice cubes, y'all? Making sure I ain't just talking to my SELF. That means self. Can you dig it? That's a fact. How am I on the audio? I'm good? Appreciate you, 1, 2, Freddie. Appreciate you. That's a fact. I got El Plaga in the building. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to say y'all got to remember her. Come on, man. Let me get to the top right quick. First of all, shout out to my man, JC. I don't remember the brother pumping through. He could have came through on another name. He said, yo, check this out. I'm going to be a member with Team Guardian. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for that, beloved. Got to give you a shout out for that. We got my brother FTC is in the building. City Boy Floyd is in the building. We got my twin. Where have you been? Nobody knows you like I know you. City Bama, day one shit for YouTube in the building. He's in the building. We got my Chi-Town sister up in the building, Miss Angel Dickerson. We got the bro that's responsible for this avatar right here, my guy, El Plaga. You dig what I'm saying? And I thought about that shit. I was trying to say to myself, yo, where the fuck do I know the word El Plaga from? Yo, you's a funny dude, yo. One of the most classic movies ever. State Property 2, El Plaga. Say no more, boss. Hefe. We got 1, 2, Freddie. She in the building. She in the building. We got OG Bobby Johnson in the building. They got him as the Rookie of the Year. They got him as the Rookie of the Year this year. He cooking like a Puerto Rican. He cooking like a Puerto Rican at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Man, we lost Ananda Lewis, y'all. We lost Ananda Lewis, man. All jokes aside, I grew up with a crush on this woman right here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Every time I saw this woman, man, I was like, God. Like she like, I don't even know what the fuck, like, I don't even know what the fuck she, like, I used to grow up, I used to be like, yo, what is she, man? Like, I thought she was from the planet Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I was an Abbott and Costello fan. You dig what I'm saying? And Abbott and Costello, them niggas went to a planet one time where there's nothing but beautiful women. I don't know if y'all remember this shit. I'm an Abbott and Costello fan. Them niggas went to a planet, OG. OG Bobby, I know you're an Abbott and Costello fan. I know it. They went to a planet. The planet name was Beautiful. She got to be from that motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, she looked like she about Indian, Vietnamese, Trinidadian, Jamaican, Black, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Haitian. Yo, she just looks like a gumbo pot of beauty. Why you take her from us, Lord? Why you take her? But shout out to the sis. Rest in peace to her, because she had some deep shit. Like I said, man, shout out to all the mothers, man. Like, I'm real hard on people when it comes to certain shit, especially about mothers. Like I'm real hard. Like, I'm real hard on that. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's had me when she was 19. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit when it comes to like being a mother. I don't remember my mom's dropping me off, y'all. My mom's ain't trust too many people around me, man. Unfortunately, my pops caught his bid and he went up north. And I used to go to my Aunt Josephine's house, my grandmother's sister, because my mom's was going up north to see him. My mom's wasn't like that. Like, and her favorite cousin, rest in peace to my cousin Edna Earl, and my favorite cousin, you know what I'm saying, Booms, Jamar McDowell, like, we didn't really go around shouting people like that. Yo, Chip, I see you in the building. Salute. Yo, I lost my baby moms today, Chip. I lost her the other day. I'm still going through something. This is my baby mother in my mind. In my mind. Like, you heard the Heather Headley song? In my mind, in my mind. This right here was my baby mother. The elegance of this woman right here that blessed the stage. And she was a mom, too. And she was really a mother, too. And she had a message. She said some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be joking. But like I said, that mother shit is kind of serious with me because it don't make a difference whether you are high in finance or you could be the low end of finance. You could be on drugs, I know some of the best people on drugs. Let me tell you something. Y'all think I'm joking. I know heroin addicts. I know people that was addicted to crack. I know people that was alcoholics that was the best parents in the fucking world. Word up. Oh, we got the trolls in the building early in the morning. He said, hold on, let me say. He said, hold on. He said, the man you call Big Dice, real name is Damian McLeod. Slept with my wife and broke up my marriage 10 years ago. You shouldn't be talking relationships, son of a bitch. We got to get him. We going to give him 24 hours. Kenneth Cole, if I would have slept with your wife, she wouldn't have been fucking with nobody like you that came on YouTube and said it. So you're a troll. You're a troll. This Saturday morning, come on out, y'all. Yo, blogger, they here early in the morning. I ain't upset. City Bama, are they trolls? You said he ruined my life. You son of a bitch. You know this nigga crazy. Yo, Monique, I see you in the building. West Side, sis. Put them W's up. That's that West Side connection we got in here. That's that West Side connection we got up in here. I don't know if you heard about this, sis. But seriously, all jokes aside, we lost Ananda Lewis. You know, one of the first VJs that we came up watching, MTV. I don't think that she was on 106 in Park, if I'm not mistaken. But I do remember her. I do remember her being on MTV as a young child to now. A lot of people didn't understand this. She was suffering from breast cancer. She was suffering from breast cancer, and she was a mom. Rest in peace to this lady right here. And shout out to her husband in real life. I didn't even know until I heard about her passing that Will Smith's brother is her husband. So I send my prayers out to him and his condolences and everything. All jokes aside, that shit is like, I remember her growing up with her, man. Like, she was like the homegirl. I had a crush on her, like when I was young. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like we run with our friends. That's my girlfriend. I ain't no woman from nowhere. But check this out. She did some deep shit with her son. They kind of hit me. It was a few segments they had on her and all that. But this one right here, ladies, to me and gentlemen, was kind of more impactful because of what she said pertaining to how you raise your kids. See, she left it on some other shit. So you got check it out. Let's just check it out. Let's check it out.
I have no intention on leaving him. I don't want to leave my friends, my family. Hell, I don't want to leave myself. I like being here.
Ananda Lewis's final wish to live.
Come on, did y'all hear how beautiful that woman is? Did you hear her spirit? Like, all jokes aside, I don't know her. I don't know that woman, but her energy, every time that I saw her, she just seemed like she was just super, super fucking cool, like a real down-to-earth person, you know what I'm saying? And how she started this off really shows the person that she is. She's very unselfish, man. But what the part that brought tears out my eyes, I ain't gonna front. The last part of this y'all gonna watch brought tears out my eyes. So I'm gonna stay behind the avatar right quick because I might tear up. You know, I'm emotional sometimes when it comes to certain shit. You know, this is supposed to be my baby mother. This is not a regular woman right here. I grew up telling God, I'm gonna marry her one day. You dig what I'm saying? All jokes aside, but what she did with her son is just remarkable. So let's watch this out right quick. Yo, shout it out, man. Share this live. Let's go.
I have no intention on leaving him. I don't want to leave my friends, my family. Hell, I don't want to leave myself. I like being here.
Ananda Lewis's final wish to live until her son's graduation day granted. As her sister tells ET, she did exactly that.
It's mommy son night out, and we have come to
Movie!
the drive-in.
We're told Ananda died just hours before her 14-year-old son Langston's middle school graduation.
I'm having such a proud mommy moment right now.
The former MTV VJ died Wednesday, surrounded by loved ones, including her son and his father.
My man right there looked just like Will Smith. I didn't even know Will Smith had a brother named Harold Smith. Shout out to this gentleman right here, man. Great family. That was a beautiful family right there, man. Like, God, like, she died right before her son's middle school, like junior high school graduation, like on some real shit. But I want y'all to listen to what this lady said, man. Like, this is the reason why she was having a great, I want you, like she just said, she was having a mommy moment. She's going to tell you why she was feeling though she was just overwhelmed with joy as being a mother because of something that she taught that little beautiful boy right there. Just pay attention to this right quick, y'all. This is deep right here.
Will Smith's brother, Harry Smith.
Me and my little guy wanted to share with you something we do since he's been, gosh, I don't know, 3.
Over the years, Ananda gave fans small glimpses into her life as a mom, including her parenting victories.
My son is on a FaceTime playdate with a friend.
Now pay attention to this. Because if you're one of these type mothers, I take my hat off to you. You can tell this wasn't no made up shit for TV. This woman was really a mother. Like this shit is crazy. You can see the bond between the two. But listen to what made her so proud as being a mother. This is some deep shit right here, y'all. Listen, like pay attention to what she said, man. This is some real deep shit right here. Just check this out.
And who was talking about another little boy who was crying. And my son said, men are allowed to have emotions. Yes. Mommy for the win. Create the kind.
Pay attention to this one more time, y'all. Pay attention to this one more time, and then listen to the jewel that she drops at the end of it. Pay attention. This is just beautiful. This is beautiful. And it was all about her son. Check us out.
My son is on a FaceTime playdate with a friend who was talking about another little boy who was crying. And my son said, men are allowed to have emotions. Yes. Mommy for the win. Create the kind of men we want in the future.
Whew. Did you hear that shit? She said her son was talking to one of his friends on FaceTime about another one of their friends that happened to be crying. And her son told his friend, there's nothing wrong with that. Men are allowed to show emotion. Now pay attention. We was taught totally opposite. You better stop crying. You're a man. Are you crying? We heard it certain ways, like, fuck is you crying for? Yo, wipe your fucking face, man. That's how we came up. But now she said we have to train and teach our children the people that we want them to be in the future. She didn't say just people. She said the men that she wanted to be in the future. And I think that was just some real deep shit, y'all. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to Ananda Lewis. Shout out to Ananda Lewis. I got to go into the summer anthem, y'all. This is the summer anthem. Shout out to Hard Luck. I don't know if y'all heard about them guys from Jersey. They got that gumbo coming out. Shout out to these guys, man. It's the anthem, y'all. Shout out to Eve James. We got Eve up in the building, y'all. That's my shit for the summer. He just did some real quick, straight to the point, adamant reasons why he determined to describe certain people as bitch ass niggas. That's fact. That's fact. You gonna sell a nigga mid talking about that shit as runts. You's a bitch ass nigga. Phoenix, I see you in the building, sis. I'm glad you women pulling up. I need a few more y'all to pull up because we got some things to talk about. And apologize to everyone last night. This was one of them weeks where that job, they required a performance from me that was overwhelming to the fact when I came home, I took a shower, ate, and was gone. That happened to me twice this week, but I'm good. That's what the weekend for, is the rejuvenation of your body, to rest, relax, whatever you want to do. We got a July 4th coming up. Shout out to everybody, to all the fathers. Tomorrow is Father's Day. You notice they don't got no YouTube commercials talking about Father's Day, right? Y'all ain't recognize that, did you? It was YouTube commercials for Mother's Day. I ain't seen no YouTube commercials for Father's Day. Before we get into the show, I want to talk about something that I did a show about. This situation right here. As I'm looking more and more into this story is getting real complicated and very tricky. If y'all don't know who this is, rest in peace to this couple. This is the couple, the Finney and his wife. They were YouTubers. Now check this out. They were YouTubers They got into an altercation with this guy right here, Sin City, which is another YouTuber. Now check out the whole moral of this whole story. Check this whole story out before we judge this completely. Even though this is wrong, let's look at what's going on. This man right here had a YouTube page, and this couple right here came to this man's page one night, and they got into an altercation. That altercation was enough to infuel and enrage this couple, may they rest in peace, to start their own YouTube page. Fuel went on and on for years. It even got to the fact where Mr. Cinny's page got struck. Peoples, I see you, beloved. Check this out. Over the weekend, I heard about the horrific story about the couple I just showed you. Tanja, I see you, sis. Sorry for last night, y'all. I passed out. We're going to do it right now. These people made me think about some of the things that go on YouTube. I'm going to say it again. Rest in peace to these people, but these people doxed this man's address where he lived with his 4 children and his wife. I don't respect none of that. I'm not going to never fuck with a nigga that do no shit like that. I'm not going to never ride with a nigga that do no shit like that. I'm not going to never support a person that do no shit like that. The people that be playing with people addresses and all that, I don't even fuck around with all that police security night rider detective bullshit. I ain't never been that type of dude. I ain't that interested in nobody's life like that, especially if it ain't no motherfucking problems, you know? The crazy part about this, Miss Monique is from that side. She was like, yo, nigga look like he kind of cholo, dice. The couple was not even from Vegas. Mr. I think for myself, salute, guy. I see you. Get it right. He said, I'm working on what that I told you about. Now, OG, I'm not saying it. Let me explain something to y'all, man. We got to talk for real. I'm not biased, man. She said, Dice, people better learn to leave folk alone on YouTube and off YouTube. That's my, you know what I always said about my mother, the same respect you give to a lion, you give that shit to a rabbit. See, leave people the fuck alone. Number one, the man is claiming self-defense. If FTC live in New Jersey and I live in Brooklyn, and me and FTC is arguing on YouTube, and I'm telling FTC the minute I see you what I'm going to do, then I come to Jersey. Now, 2 years prior to this, I have been antagonizing FTC. FTT has been antagonizing me. We've been going back and forth, but FTC never came to Brooklyn. But check this out. I came to Brooklyn. I came to Jersey. So once FTC gets wind that I'm, like OG Bobby said right here, they pulled up in his neighborhood. So now somebody done told FTC, yo, that nigga Dice that you was beefing with on YouTube is in this motherfucking town talking about he want to see you. Instead, I think ourselves, that should be on a t-shirt, bro. You need to patent that. Mama said, play with those that's playing, but remember, everyone ain't playing. So now this is what FTC says to himself. I ain't no defense lawyer, nothing like that. I'm talking about somebody that actually come from a neighborhood that was really overwhelmed with violence and crime. Niggas come tell me, yo, Dice, them niggas from Queens is riding around here looking for you. It's either one or two things I can do. Call the police, or get my gun and go look for the niggas in Queens that's looking for me in my neighborhood. Allegedly. Allegedly. Because I'm not calling the police. And now that I know you in my neighborhood, where I'm staying with my woman and 4 children, now I'm on defense. It's a bunch of things running through my fucking mind. Like, hold up. This nigga ain't talking to me on YouTube. This nigga in my neighborhood. Now, if you pay attention to Sin City, nay. How you doing? How you doing? Now, the nigga tell me he in my hood. I have the right to say I'm afraid. And once a man or woman gets afraid, they got the right to defend themselves, especially if they feel as though they're protecting themselves and their family. Hold on. You can tell the dude Sin City ain't too right. If you look at his page, he be dressed up like the Joker, painting that. Oh, check this out. I'm trying to be 100% real, y'all. You don't fuck with a nigga that take his time to paint his whole face like something from the Joker. You don't fuck with a nigga that paint his face perfectly and accurately like the nigga from the Saw that's running around on a bicycle. So you don't fuck with a nigga that paints his face exactly looking like the Joker. You don't play with people like that. See, now the nigga, he go live riding through the town. He ain't got no makeup on his face. He ain't got nobody knew who the nigga was. Y'all ain't believing I'm saying? Call this in. His wife is the reason why he had to turn himself in. His wife said, yo, I think my husband killed them people. Comes to the house. He's here. He turned himself in. I think my husband is the nigga that killed them people on the strip. Now check this out. This nigga gets in his car. He says, you out here looking for me. He said, well, I'm going to look for you now. He said, you out here looking for me. Now I'm going to look for you now. So when he appears on the Vegas Strip, he told the police, we didn't see all that. We just seen the guy move. He told the police that in his assumption, that man was reaching for a firearm and he got the dumping. Why did you shoot the wife? I thought she was reaching for a firearm. I shot her too. It's his story. Is it right? I'm not saying yay or nay, tell you the truth in this one. I'm going to keep it so funny with y'all because this goes for me. People don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. Ain't nobody I'm fucking with going to be running up on no nigga. Ain't nobody I'm fucking with going to be getting into no first, no disrespect intended. I ain't the one to really be on YouTube with nobody I fuck with and they acting. I'm not really, I'm not from that era. I don't even know how to say that shit. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know how to say that shit. I don't even know how to say that shit because it would sound insulting. I just don't know how to say that shit, but it's just not me. Like, you know how you can say, oh, somebody drinks too much. That's not your type. Oh, somebody smokes too much. Somebody smokes cigarettes. That's not your type. Or the person dressed promiscuous. That's not your type. You have the right to say what is good for you and your peace. You have the right to say that because me, no offense to no woman on YouTube. It has to be a lack of attention from someone around you or something around you or something you're yearning within for the attention that is drawn on YouTube. That's just my opinion. And that right there is something that would quickly push me away because in my mind, you know, I'm when it comes to jealousy, like if you want to be on YouTube rapping with niggas in your chat, if you want to be on YouTube with dudes directly and indirectly in the chat saying things that's totally inappropriate, that's what you're interested in. Because if you can overlook the fact that things that you would not want done to you, you're allowing to happen to the person you're dealing with, you start really looking at yourself differently. Monique said he was watching them all that time, yet they didn't know he wasn't playing dice. People need to learn from that. And she's right. It's not going to be the last. She is so right. I started thinking for myself, said, here's the truth. YouTube is some people claim the fame, and that's so sad. I know when I first came to YouTube, I don't even know why I came to YouTube. Shout out to my nigga St. Laz. Shout out to my dude St. Laz. That's a fact. That's a fact. But this situation right here with them, if this is not an eye-awakener, an eye-opener for people, people are not the same. I'm just going to be real with y'all. People are not the same, and there are some people out here that will sincerely hurt you. They'll sincerely hurt you, man. They don't care nothing about nothing, especially if they think you coming to hurt them. Free my nigga Clicks, man. Guys.
Huh? Niggas know the vibes, man. Talk to you niggas, man. Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
That's a trippy.
Couple of my homies find cases. I just pray they here with me the day that I get famous. Cause those my niggas and I love them to death. Play with them, I put some slugs in your chest. Yeah, we really started from the bottom hustling. Wasn't getting no rest. We wasn't waiting on the government check. Once I started getting chicken, fuck bitches, I start loving them less. And fuck them niggas who ain't fuck with us then. Back when we used to share a slice of pizza, cause our pockets is empty. And 6 of us used to chip in on a bottle of Henny. Now I cop some 42 for a bitch named Jenny. I say I'm trying to fuck, you know that she let me. Cause she know I hustle and I'm tough, so she sucking me sloppily. Plus I'm light skinned, but don't ever think you can bother me. Bitch, I keep a Glock. Once the show, just know you ain't stopping me. Favorite activity is shootings and robberies. What you know about it? Boy, I watch some snakes with a bird's eye. I can feel them creeping, scheming. Guess it's my third eye. Karma trying to catch me, yeah, they say I'm the worst. I'm really in these streets, lurking, doing some dirt. Why? Cause if a nigga violated, know the gang is all for the get back. Trying to get fly, get by, that's what we flip past. Keep it cool around my niggas. If you skinny or brolic, it doesn't matter. Bullets rip through his 6-pack. He ain't talking money, nigga, fuck all the chit chat. I leave a zigzag on his face with a blade like he riff raps. Catch the drop and smoke a hot, like the flame, watch his wig crack. Then I whip the coke up till my wrist snap. Let's talk about them days I was down bad, I never forget that. Had to borrow that designer, yeah, my outfits was mismatched. Bitches wouldn't even break me off a piece of a Kit Kat. Now they fuck me and don't want get my dick back. I told the little bitch I'm in a rush, she need to get from on top of me. Cause I'm chasing these dollars, trying to cop me some property. Trying to start a monopoly, sounds like an anomaly. Or like karate, chop them bricks up properly. Either way I'm working, and either way they hurting. Cause they hate to see a nigga doing good when they believe that I wasn't worth shit. But this a public service announcement. Bitch, suck my dick, I'm back now. What I got, I earned it. Tried to lock me down, but they couldn't break my spirit. They know Cook's the big demon. Feel the heat when you get near him. Baby mama talking shit, won't ever tell it like it is. Truthfully, she just trying to line me to catch another bid. Being nasty and spiteful and playing games with my kids. They go to social media and tell you I'm a piece of shit. This shit is crazy. And plus these pussy niggas lately downplaying all my moves when it's really cause they hating. Then my time stood tall, made it back, I waited patient. Now it's killing them to think that Darren Peterson could make it. Cause they recognize Darren Peterson's talent isn't basic. And I started from the basement, man, it's hard for them to face it. Was that kid out the group home, always had dirty shoes on and hand-me-down outfits. Man, I can tell you about it. When you was 12 and went to school with your new backpack, I was in juvenile, fighting for my snacks back. Used to ask my mom for $10, cops and me and Jay. Now I got 42 for your bae. She gon' need the gang. Money make your wifey go astray. I get that every day. And the homies wildin'. She wanna be around them. 25K views in 1 month. I'm from Haverstraw, them boys ain't reach 1,000. They know I'm astounding. Fresh off a 6-year bid, I had it litty. In less than 10 months, I'm a legend in my city. Shout out the real ones showing love and them haters watching. My hood on my back, yeah, I'm representing Rockland. And fuck them sneaky bitches plotting like we gotta stop him before he prove it's wrong. Just a thought makes him nauseous. Gang told me stay positive and stick to this music shit. I really be robbing and shooting shit that look like ruler sticks. Riding, sliding in the hoopty whip that make medulla split. Even the driver get it top, trying to catch another op and free the homie. He been down for like 15. He 31, he ain't been home since he was 16. At 16, he wasn't trying to write 16s. He was spinning blocks with a Glock that whole 16. Now he in the yard spitting bars and this shit mean. Cause he got talent, plus he's smart with some big dreams. And I just left him, man, I wish that he came with me. But we could only pray for his appeal. Got his with him, I miss him. But I don't miss them days I call my bitch, she don't answer. Or talk to my mom, she sick and thinks she got cancer. When I was in the box starving every single day, I would've cut a nigga's face for a PB&J. This shit real, huh? I just wanna bust a brick sale and throw 200 grams to my mans, tell him get bills so he can know how buying what he wants for his kid feels, or pay his mom's rent. Just a thought makes me get chills. This shit real. It could all be so simple. I disregard the law, sell raw and blow pistols. If you go against my squad, I'll pray that the Lord with you. It's gonna be a sad song as soon as the floor hits you. Spaghetti sauce, soul in the door, your dog's rental. It's sad cause your dog ain't know he's gonna get you. But if he stand by you, that mean he gon' fall with you. He gon' wish he never stopped at the store to get more swishers. Leave him right there. We shoot pistols, we don't fight fair. Cause last time we tried, the other side brought a knife there. So we gon' leave them guys traumatized, it's a nightmare. I promise he gon' die, eyes wide in his night gears. Or catch him in his yard, leave him dead in his house slippers. Put him on a shirt, now he famous, yeah, we clout giving. Niggas holler when my Nina scream, yeah, we shout different. Slide up in your bitch DM, then I'm in her mouth with it. They say money can't buy you happiness, well I disagree. Cause I was just broke in the cell and they had shit to eat. When my niggas pitching them packs, yeah, we got kids to feed. Fuck misery, we risking our lives off for the chips and cheese. Nigga front up in the club, here we getting busy. Stupid snuck a knife in, bitch I got a glizzy with me. And you brought your broad with you, boy I brought some killers with me. They know we the bad guys, but I don't got no villains with me. It's plenty pyrus and blazers up on my side, nigga. Told them first one to reach, first one to die, nigga. Ain't no OGs in my hood no more, it's mine, nigga. But listen,
my fault. I listen to that shit every day, y'all. Free clips. The topic of the day is, does body count? I want y'all to lock this in y'all mind. Ladies, does body count matter with the man that you're going to be with? Fellas, does body count matter with a woman that you would deal with, like you would call wifey? Does it? What's the amount? What's the amount that's enough is enough? Is it 2? Fellas, I'm talking to the fellas right now. Is it 2? She better only slept with 2 niggas. See, some niggas got that dumb shit in their mind. You say, the nigga that broke her virginity and you. Dummy. You start saying that dumb shit. Is yo, OG Bobby, we start saying 2, right? The nigga before you, he broke your virginity, and then it was me, right? That was 2. Now, my mother always said, if you get a woman to answer that question, if she say 2, it's 4. If she say 4, it's 8, boy. She said double up like the twins. My mother used to always say that shit. She said double up. She said if the bitch tell you 2, it was 4, boy. Rose Gold salute. He said it depends on how old she is. Now, hold on. Let me ask you something, beloved. You say if you meet her in a later age of her life, maybe particularly 40s, 45, 47, and she slept with about 47,000 niggas, you like, so what? That's what you're saying to me? Yo, OG, that's what he's saying to me? I need to know something. Talk to me, Rose Gold. I need to know something. So you saying as long as it was, you know, when she was younger, as long as she was younger, she might have slept with anybody on the block, your cousin. I know chicks like that. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I know chicks that slept with everybody. Except the nigga that really liked her. Ladies, I'm lying. I know chicks like that slept with everybody in our neighborhood and vicinity except the one that really liked her. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. The nigga that would have loved you, the magic word y'all said, would have been loyal, would have never cheated, would have came home, would have went to work, wouldn't have been involved with any type of illegal activity, any type of pharmaceutical distributions, the nigga that would have made 2 and 3 attempts to get employment to make sure everything that you and your heart desired, you got. You overlooked him. That's a fact. Let me ask y'all something. Everybody laughing. Yo, OG Bobby. How many? What's the number? 2? What's the number that you'll say, oh, you slept with that many niggas? Nah, I can't fuck with you, shorty. Yo, ladies, I want to know. What's the number with someone that you would consider your own? Maybe be a potential baby father, like y'all say, a husband. How many bitches you slept with? Nah, that's all right. I can't fuck with you. Ain't nobody got no numbers they want to put up, huh? I want to show you a little something. This goes out to all my homegirls that got that overprotective homegirl. This goes out to my niggas that try to tell they women, yo, you need to watch that bitch. She dangerous. It's something about her. Leave that broad alone. But they don't listen. Fellas, you ever had to do that? Put the dice cubes up. Have you ever tried to tell your woman, fellas, yo, leave that chick alone. She's not for you. And they won't listen to nothing you saying until something bad happens when they have to come back and say to you, you were right. Ladies, have you ever done that with your man? You told him, this motherfucker's weird. This motherfucker's weird, baby. Why every time we got something we want to do, he think we supposed to include him? Why he ain't got no woman? Why he always worried about our business? Let me show y'all something that happened by so-called close friends. Ladies, watch this now. This could be your homegirl. This could be your homegirl.
And roommates until one of them flipped and killed the other one. Now the Fulton County District Attorney were best friends. And roommates until one of them flipped and killed the other one. Now the Fulton County District Attorney's Office is taking us inside a bizarre murder conviction. Channel 2's investigative reporter Mark Winnie has the murder in a Midtown townhome where the killer beat and then strangled the victim. Mark, this was in 2022.
Yeah, Fulton County's lead prosecutor on this case, Cassie Hall, says this case handled by the Fulton DA's major case unit involved 2 stunning women so tight they called each other sister, a relationship that ended in stunning fashion, in murder.
Jamaria was so fun, loving, caring, giving, just goofy, smiling all the time, you know, just down-to-earth, loving girl.
The tragic story of Mimi and Mo. Okeisha Range, nicknamed Mo, was so controlling of her roommate Shamaria Mimi Fletcher, attempting to isolate her from friends and family. It was like she had a stranglehold on Mimi's life. But when Mimi broke free by scheduling a trip without Mo,
an annual trip that she had missed prior years because of this defendant.
Okeisha Range literally strangled Ms. Fletcher at the Midtown condo where they lived, says Fulton County.
Now, what y'all see? I'm gonna stop right there for a minute. What's the assumption from everybody in it? What's the assumption? What do you assume is going on? From what I did, they said that her roommate was so controlling. Her roommate was so controlling that she tried to isolate her from certain family members and friends. They said she had missed a trip the prior year, because of, they saying, the defendant, which was the same roommate. So obviously they got into an argument or some type of disagreement over her going to the trip the year prior because she didn't go. But this year, they said she snuck away and went. That's my assumption. That's my assumption. See, I'm saying to myself, were they in a relationship and this young lady just didn't tell her family to the extent of the relationship between her? Because let me explain something to you. A motherfucker could say they roommates. I know 100 chicks that done shared apartments or cribs. I know 100 chicks that was living in apartments where each one had a room and they was paying individual rent weekly and stuff like that. And the first thing they said is, oh, that's my sister. Oh, that's my cousin. If they looked or resembled each other, that's my sister. If one was light-skinned, one was brown-skinned, that's my cousin. Why is she so light-skinned? That's on my mama, daddy's side. They have Indian. She said, then again, he said that could have been some single black female type shit, because no offense, I'm just telling you from the era that I came up with. I was always told a woman with a short haircut is bisexual or gay. It was always showed to me by example, where, quote unquote, I know women in my family. I know some things, man. I know some things, man. People are in relationships, marriages, and all that. And these men, unbeknownst to them, that they women have interest in women. And they all rock this same haircut right here, y'all. Pay attention to the haircut. We're going to go back to the beginning. They were best friends. Check the haircut out of the suspect.
Were best friends and roommates until one of them flipped and killed the other one. Now the Fulton County District Attorney's Office is taking us
bull dagger
inside a bizarre murder conviction.
More bull dagger.
Channel 2's investigative reporter Mark Winnie has the murder
Allegedly.
in a Midtown townhome where the killer beat and then strangled the victim. Mark, this was in 2022.
Yeah, Fulton County's lead prosecutor on this case, Cassie Hall, says this case handled by the Fulton DA's major case unit involved two stunning women so tight they called each other sister, a relationship that ended in stunning fashion, in murder.
Jamaria was so fun, loving, caring, giving, just goofy, smiling all the time, just down to earth, loving girl.
The tragic story of Mimi and Mo. Okeisha Range, nicknamed Mo, was so controlling of her roommate Shamaria Mimi Fletcher, attempting to isolate her from friends and family. It was like she had a stranglehold on Mimi's life. But when Mimi broke free by scheduling a trip without Mo,
An annual trip that she had missed prior years because of this defendant.
Okeisha Range literally strangled Ms. Fletcher at the Midtown condo where they lived, says Fulton County Chief Senior Assistant District Attorney Cassie Hall.
She beat her where she had contusions all over her body from her head to her feet, and then after that, she strangled her to death.
Prosecutor Hall says Ms. O'Rang suggested she and the victim had been play fighting and Mo kicked Mimi.
I said, look, quit playing, and I kicked.
But that Mimi was alive and talking after that, but that doesn't explain the choking.
According to my client, no, it did not upset her. She did not have any issues with her going on a trip.
Defense attorney Anton Rowe.
Ms. Range does, in fact, continue to maintain her innocence of all charges and allegations.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I'm seizing.
Ms. Hall says Mo Range frequently feigned illness to manipulate Mimi Fletcher. And in 2 Atlanta police interviews, Mo acted as if she was having seizures. But the prosecution used that against her, playing excerpts at Keisha Range's recent trial, which culminated in a conviction for murder and a life without parole sentence.
She still maintains that she's never faked any type of seizures. She did, in fact, have real illnesses.
We roommate together. They seem to have a great relationship.
Antoinette Degree told us she roomed with both women about 10 months and testified for the prosecution.
I wanted justice for Mimi because during the time that I was in her space, I didn't feel like she was being treated fair in the friendship.
Was it controlling?
Very controlling.
Ms. Hall said,
Did that make sense, y'all? I guess that was just a nice way of saying she felt as though that she was too controlling or bullying the woman. She said she felt as though that she was being treated unfairly in the relationship.
says for years while Mo Range roomed with Mimi, Mo mooched off Mimi, whose personality sparkled so much she had been elected president of the Eta Mu chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at Georgia State.
Keisha Range didn't buy herself food. She didn't pay any rent. She didn't have a source of income.
Being a freeloader does not equal a murderer.
But Ms. Hall says, barring a successful appeal, the state of Georgia should be feeding and housing Mo for the rest of her earthly life.
My client has directed me to file a motion for new trial, which indicates that she will be appealing the case.
We have someone that becomes literally obsessed with a friend, and when that friend started pulling back, the only way that they could control them was to take their life.
I think when you see the signs multiple times, you have to leave.
Now, defense attorney Rose says he does not believe his client, Ms. Range, was controlling to the extent that Ms. Fletcher was isolated from family and friends. Ms. Degree.
Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
I told my life an alibi. Yeah. In the beginning, at the dog. Life is hard, dog. I mean, for my big mom. All night in the vegan, I ain't never cried. I Myra, nigga. I wish my car never had to die. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. I got a ball and went and found a block. God gave me a pill, Satan gave me a Glock. I met her once, she gave me the top. Of your life, you want it or not. Being broke was the motivation. thought through all the pain that it couldn't make. I told Satan, suck a dick, I went and lost my faith. I was taught if you want it, then go and take it. I got seeds worth the minds, I got enemies, in other words, ops, the gotta bleed. I Glock 9, a real so the need. I was sitting in the bin crying on my knees. I sat down and had a drink with me. I was thinking if my mama do, she think of me. My mama told me see my daddy when she look at me. Even though I love my aunt, I turned it to a speed. My nightmares, he turned to a dream. My money thoughts turned into a scheme. And think that life a game. And the shooting got no pain. I popped the bean and then I left the earth. And guy had a gun, he kept it in his purse. My youngest shot that, put him in a verse. I'm a rider, mirror tints on a black hearse. White man don't understand that being black hurts. Mama crying on the steps in front of a church. Gripping is solidified. Yeah, I see my brother die. Little wanna slide. They ready for the homicide. Said, Lord, take the pain away. My gun sing a lullaby. Ran from parole, I had to hustle, I ain't never hide. Tripping in the beacon, I was tweaking, I ain't never cried. Real multiply, nigga, we don't never die. 100 grand flat in the streets, I had you dead. 100 round jump, big choppy, I'll be head. You used to get consign me, consigners couldn't find me, see. We was in the trenches, and the bitches living grimy, yeah. Getting too much money up the hill, they tried to line me. Dominican, she freaky, give me toppy in the lobby. Yeah, you pushing, or you swiping cards. Yeah, I spin the block like I spin the yard. Yeah, you stay inside or you catch a charge. My nigga pray to God because they life is hard. My niggas in the bing wishing they was home. Been there, done that, you were not alone. Me in the streets, we had the conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had the conversations. Me in the streets, we had the conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had the conversations.
Yo, shout out the way to Black Keisha. I see you in the building. The question of the day is body count a deal breaker in a future relationship? And shout out to my man St. Laz, because he spoke about something that made a hell of a lot of sense. People may not have paid attention to what he said. This year, and I can attest to this because I only watched half of one game of the finals between the Indiana Pacers and the OKC. Now, this is some deep shit. Laz said, shout out to St. Laz for this. He said that everyone that's with the NBA is upset now because in the history of the finals, whoever wins the first game is 75 to 77% deemed to be victorious of the whole finals of the championship. Everybody had the New York Knicks to win. They said the bookies, from the online legal gambling systems now, they all had the Knicks to win. Pay attention. The Knicks lost the first game because of a three-pointer by the guy with the long name with the H that I hate pronouncing. Whatever his name is, starts with an H. I don't like him. Make a long story short, he takes a shot that was actually good. I don't want nobody saying nothing because he beat the buzzer. That's not what we're talking about. He took a shot. And as long as that shot, that basketball is released out of his hands before that buzzer goes off, that's actually legal. The shot goes and hits the rim, shoots straight up in the air, down to straight back down. That makes them tie the game because the Knicks was up by 2. That made them tie the game at 125. That made it push into overtime. If they would have paid attention the night of the game, Frank Boo, salute. If they'd have paid attention the night of the game, now all the referees and all on ESPN, all the NBA commentators are talking about the double dribble call that was not called. I don't know his name. It started with an H. I can't pronounce the last shit. I hate saying it. Make a long story short. He did it with the Cleveland Cavs. He did it with the Milwaukee Bucks. It just seemed like he had the streak, and he did it with us. Now, pay attention. And now he did it again. But let me explain to you. If they would have called the double dribble, they would have automatically became a Knicks possession. 7 seconds left. They'd held the ball, and we'd have won the first game. Now they're talking about what he did. So I'm just trying to sound funny. I don't know. They saying that if it would have been caught the night by the referees that was there, it'd have automatically been overturned. But see, where they fucked up was all the money, because of the proceeds that everybody thought that the Knicks was going to beat Indiana, it would have been, this is the lowest ever watched finals ever. Number one, the anticipation was for the underdogs that was considered to be us, the New York Knicks, to go up against OKC. The anticipation was for us to take the whole championship. So pay attention. Now that this viewing of the finals, I was asleep last night. I didn't even see last night's game. The viewing of the finals is so low. You have to think about the marketing plan with the NBA and the other investors and the people that's pulling up that money, like them private investors and them banks and them corporations. They all lost. The reason why they're not selling paraphernalia, they're not selling the apparel that will be selling if the Knicks and OKC was playing. See, OKC apparel has always been low for some reason. They ain't never really had no generation of sales. There's a few diehard fans that'll buy it, but the Knicks, they shit is selling out the door. Michelin-esque, NBA, all type of independent, you know what I'm saying, advertisers that promote these jerseys. Now pay attention to this. If it would have been the New York Knicks and OKC, the generation of money would have been more. Everybody would have watched it. Do you understand? The Knicks have a fucking cult following. I'm a part of it. I gotta talk about this shit. I'm a part of it. Do you know right now the anticipation of this championship would grow so much money? So now that's why they fired. That's why they fired that what's his name? The coach. See, people think they fired the coach. This is just my opinion. They say they feel as though they fired that coach because the Knicks lost. No, they fired that coach because he didn't see that motherfucking play and he didn't test that shit. He didn't see. They got them things now. You can contest certain plays now. You can go say, hold, stop. You got to stop this right now. You get a certain amount of them shits now. Like you got to stop this and you got to go actually look at that from every angle. Like, and they overturn calls now. If they were to overturn that call, whew, he said, I never bring up how much the female got busted because I'm not telling how much I got busted up with. Bring your medical records. I can bring mine. That's important to me. That my man, that's some deep shit right there. Because we asking the question about how does body matter count? If you're in love with somebody, if somebody makes you feel complete, you're in a relationship with them, if they slept with it, what's the magic number? That's too much. What's the magic number? For my fellas in here, what's the magic number? Fellas ain't gonna have a magic number. I know that shit may sound crazy as hell, but fellas are not gonna have a magic number. But ladies, y'all are. Fellas, if I'm real, if I'm telling you the truth, put the dice cubes up. And ladies, if I'm telling the truth, put the hearts up. Rose said 7. My mom said double that up, so that means 14. And if you really was in love with her, that meant 21. Mister, I think for myself, you in the Rose Gold Club too. Let's go. We got any more? Keisha's in agreement with it. A woman is going to go, hold up. How many bitches you was with? And they could have been with more niggas than you've been with women. That's some deep shit. Frankie Boo dropped the analogy that shit will stick in my head till I leave here. I told my man that shit at the job the other day. The nigga Frank Boo said when a man cheats, you know, the analogy of a dog, he will knock the garbage can over. Meaning, when a nigga cheating or a nigga doing something, he wants certain people to know it. He got to show that shit the fuck off. Even if it's not a crowd of people, it's certain people distinctively you want to know that you have conquered that conquest. That's how niggas get trapped off. But when it comes to a fucking cat, which is an equivalence and an analogy of a female, I swear to God, this shit has happened to me. A cat, a cat will jump in the garbage can and rummage through the garbage. And you'll never even know that cat is there. You could just, that shit just pop up on a lid of the garbage just looking at your ass. That's some deep, real shit right there. He said, honestly, everyone has a past. So there's no number to y'all. So everybody in here is in agreement that if it's genuine love, fuck it. Because that's what it's going to be, right? That's what everybody's telling. There's no outlandish number that in your mind, if, okay, boom. Your rose gold. If one of your cousins walked up on you and was like, yo, I know XYZ. And you'd be like, how you know XYZ? And y'all remember when she used to live in Philadelphia? She did used to live in Philadelphia, bruh. She told me she was down there with her grandmother. And he said, nah, son, she used to be on the strip, man, and she was dancing, boy. Man, she was on one of the motherfucking hottest strip out there. Niggas was pulling up cars to cars, waiting to get up in that thing for 15, 10 minutes and spend that change because she was doing something strange, man. And when she went to that pole, she was out of control, man. Rose gold, that wouldn't make you look at her totally different. That wouldn't make you go, damn. That wouldn't make you lose any type of trust or respect for her. Would it make you question yourself? Would it make you question yourself? Like, first of all, we ain't gonna talk about her. What happened that we attracted to that type of person? You see what Rose said? Let's be real now. He said, hold up, guys. Hold up, my nigga. Nah, son. He said, nah, I'm cool as you. She's been with that nigga and then the other dude and a baby father, And then it was the dude she was in love with when she was about 14. I'm cool with that, dice. I'm cool with all that because it was gaps between that shit. It was like 14 dice, and then it was like 22. And then I'm a nigga, it was between 22, 24, 3. I'm cool with that, dice, but nah, dice, I ain't fucking with no shit like that. Key said, I would mess with a Wilt Chamberlain type for sure. All right, Keish, now you got to tell us this. Why would you? Now, see, this is a woman. She real. She tell you how she fucking feel, motherfucker. What the fuck? She tell you? Oh, excuse me, because she scared me. I'm like this. She said, I would not, pay attention, y'all. I would not mess with a Wilt Chamberlain because this man is attested to sleeping with over, 100 women, 1,000 women, some shit like that. Him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, them niggas said they were aliens, you know what I'm saying? She said she would not. Ain't that some shit? So let me ask y'all something, fellas. You meet a woman, you fall in love with her, and she say to you, check this out, daddy. I used to be a porn star. Ladies, the man that you fall in love with, You ready to go down the aisle with them. Dim, 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 dim. You ready to jump over the goddamn broom like you're on Roots. And they said, baby, it's something I got to tell you before we take this journey into love with each other. What's that is, Daddy? I used to be a porn star. I used to be a porn star. Would that be a deal breaker, y'all? Would you leave them immediately? Would you leave them immediately? Y'all want to hear some deep shit? My man Rose Gold said, I believe everybody can change, but the porn videos exist forever. That's the only problem. You want to hear some funny shit? This may sound like a joke, but I mean this. If someone made me feel, see, I ain't got to be the most important. See, I think that's selfish. Some people really walk into a selfish gateway of bullshit when they expect you to be, or you expect to be the most important in somebody's life. This has always been my analogy on this. If you can put me in the category of the love and the admiration you have for your child, I can share that. I can share that. I can share that. I'm so sincere. I'm so sincere. If you can put me in the love and the admiration you have for your mother and father, I can share that. Now, when it comes to the love and the admiration you have for your sisters, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, I won't share that. I won't share that. You dig what I'm saying? If I could find someone, if someone was that dear to me and let me know that I was that dear to them, I wouldn't give a fuck if they was in no porno movies before me, honestly. And I really wouldn't care. I would prefer, this is some deep shit. I know a lot of niggas don't want to admit this shit. I would prefer a woman that been around a corny nigga or two. You know why? Because when they get in the presence of a king, it will be greatly appreciated. Vice versa. Ladies, you got to appreciate a nigga that been around a bum bitch or two. This is cold-blooded facts because we know the difference between, the ones that's just there for the streets and the ones that are there for us. Once you get that in front of you, you get the different. See, you start saying to yourself, well, this one will do this, but this one would never do that. This one should do that. You can never even bring this up to her. See, there's love and lust. Shots, what up, boy? I was watching the movie Sinners. I watched that shit about 60,000 times, y'all. I'm dead serious. I don't watch that shit about 60,000 fucking times. And every time I watch it, I pick up something totally different. It's love and there's lust. It was two twins, Smoke, Stacks. Check this out. Stacks was the adventurous playboy. Like he said, he considered himself like the pimp, but he knew how to get money, and the only thing that he lived for was his brother. He said, so true, when we know we have a real king. Rose Gold said, it depends on the circumstances that led her to the lifestyle. Sometimes people got to do what they got to do. See, you just said something very important right there, Rose. That's why. That's why. Because first of all, why did she do porn? She might have been raised in a house or raised at home with somebody or some men or some women, exposed it, overexposed that to her and taught her that, you know what, this is how you get this. See, a lot of women that are damaged and a lot of men that are damaged from sexual exposure, that's not sexual, it's still sexual abuse, but it's not like somebody took their innocence from them physically. They took their innocence from them spiritually and morally. You understand what I'm saying to you? There's some people that's fucked up to this day that never had a problem with nobody trying to sexually assault them. You dig what I'm saying? But because their families have installed certain things. I watched the episode the other day. Shit brought tears to my eyes. It was a 16-year-old boy. Listen to this shit, ladies. 16-year-old boy was having a conversation with his mother. And at first I was kind of upset because of the tone he had with his mother. He was like, nah, man. He said, you stupid. He said, why the fuck would you do that to me? He said, yo, that's not my fucking business. And I'm wondering, why is he so upset? And why is he cursing at his mother? And why is his mother pleading with him going, no, baby, hold on. But you got to listen to me. She's laying in the bed. It's a black kid. He's sitting on the bed with her. And she was going, but hold on. He said, yo, can I ask you a question? She said, what? He said, why did you keep my father away from me? He said, fuck that. I'm tired of you just stepping over this question. You always got something else to talk about. He said, I want to know, why did you keep your father away from me? The young lady looked at him and said, you want to know the truth? He said, I've been asking you for years. The woman said, I kept him away from you because I didn't want him to treat you like he was treating me. The young man said, what are you talking about? He said he was cheating on me. He was acting like he didn't love me. He was always out with these girls. He said, but what that got to do with me? She said, I did what I thought I was doing best to protect you. He said, from what? And listen to what she says. He's heartbroken. He said, all this time my daddy been trying to reach out to me. You wouldn't even let me talk to him. She said, I have all his social media addresses. Do you want them? He said, hell yeah. The next thing he said is, can I go live with my daddy? Moral of the story is, let me explain something to you ladies. Y'all better stop keeping them babies away from them men because of what y'all went through with them men. See, number one, in your eyes at this particular moment, because y'all are not eye to eye, he's a piece of shit, he's a dog, he's a bastard, fuck him. Let me explain something to you. If he wasn't physically abusing you, if he wasn't sexually abusing you, if y'all just went through some ups and downs and y'all just lost y'all motherfucking way, say that. See, there's a narrow description about when men, especially black men and women, separate. The description is heard loudest from the mother. God, salute. The description is heard loudest from the mother because, you know, as men, we don't want to talk about that shit. Damn, we can't be around our kid. We can't be around our women. Like people, some women don't understand the impact that has on a man, not being able to understand why his dynamics of his family is no longer together. That's real, real powerful. But what I did to you or what you did to me has nothing to do with what you're going to do or show to our child. See, now the blessing, God don't make mistakes when he chooses people, parents, on how far or whatever they get here. Now pay attention. The person, life may change because of that child. Y'all might have had the most turmoil relationship ever, but that child might have him or her understand the true blessing that you were in their life. You got to give the raw description. You got to say, yo, check this out. Me and your pops or me and your mother was once in love deeply. Situations erupted. It could come from insecurities. In black communities, if you want to break up, let somebody lose their fucking job. Let a comfortable finance or a comfortable equation of money that has been coming in on a normal get cut in half. And watch what that shit do. And watch what that shit do. You said what he said. Happy Father's Day. We don't even get no Father's Day commercials on YouTube. Keisha said, I'm grateful. I let Keem see his father for who he was himself. He said, he recently said, Mom, I appreciate you for allowing that. I'm not perfect, but I wanted him to know the real truth. Because you can't describe the truth. You can't. You can show why you act a certain way because of what you've been through, but to totally describe the truth is hard for anybody to do, man. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. It's gonna be some alteration of it in everyone's mind to make it benefit or the beneficiary to be yourself. Even if you want to slack up and give some accountability to others, you're still gonna try to make yourself look like it's the best way. But from the outside in, them babies need to see their parents. Facts of life. Yo, Shots, I seen the new one too. Hold on. I just thought about that, y'all. I seen the new one. Shots is up. He's working. Shots is working, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Shots is working. Shots is working. He's working. Shout out the Pump. Shots is fucking working. He think he's slick. He got shit going on, y'all. Got shit going on. He trying to keep it in the low. But Shots is out here working. He out here working. Yo, Shots, you thought I ain't had this, right? You thought I ain't had this. Let me show you something. I got it. It's nothing. I got it. Let's go.
Certified money, niggas, something y'all not. Predictable and petty, y'all think inside the box. This that Rolex music, that's why I'm so hot. Fuck, I look like just somebody for they watch. Run up in the spot if need be, bust a shot. Then take a motherfucking rollie they got. Maybe not y'all, but my
Shots thought I ain't have it. I got it. This is done by DFW Shots right here, y'all. Yeah, Shots in here getting money. He getting his bag, y'all. Hit him up. Hit him up, y'all. Get him up. And he do bar mitzvahs.
certified money, niggas, something y'all not. Predictable and petty, y'all think inside the box. This that Rolex music, that's why I'm so hot. Fuck, I look like just somebody for they watch. Run up in the spot if need be, bust a shot. Then take a motherfucking rollie they got. Maybe not y'all, but my niggas can relate. Robbing jewelry stores, busting them down 3 ways. How I get to it, niggas will be surprised. Till I transform and they see the demon in my eyes. Never got enough money, always need more. So you know the motto, everybody on the floor. Probably think I'm capping, but I got it on my jacket. Public information is more than just rapping. Shit low, do y'all know a nigga still active? Bank accounts and I still got it under the mattress. Kids I get caught lacking and get snatched up.
Hold up, Pup bugging. He bugging, y'all. Pup bugging. Let's go. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Man, this was done by Shots. Let's go. Y'all better book him before it's too late. Nigga want a bunch of money. Y'all better stop playing and get that man right. Let's go.
Certified money, niggas, something y'all not. Predictable and petty, y'all think inside the box. This that Rolex music, that's why I'm so hot. Fuck, I look like just somebody for they watch.
What?
Run up in the spot if need be, bust a shot. Then take a motherfucking rollie they got. Maybe not y'all, but my niggas can relate. Robbing jewelry stores, busting them down 3 ways. How I get to it, niggas will be surprised. Till I transform and they see the demon in my eyes. Never got enough money, always need more. So you know the motto, everybody on the floor. Probably think I'm capping, but I got it on my jacket. Public information is more than just rapping. Shit low, do y'all know a nigga still active? Bank accounts and I still got it under the mattress. Kids I get caught lacking and get snatched up. If it's really about the money, they gon' get back pup. Y'all know how I do, and y'all know how I move. I'ma run it back up. I make jewelry disappear like I know magic. Used to act to see it, then run after I grab it. Now we back them down and glad we just smash it. Nothing alike, I'm cut from a whole nother fabric, motherfucker.
Oh, they bugging. They bugging on that I'm So Brooklyn beat. And Pup ain't lying. He ain't lying, son. He said, let me see that. Yo, God is so good. God is so good. Shots is definitely working. He got to hit him up. He do bar mitzvahs too. Barbecues, family reunions, everything. You see the work. He's not playing. Go check him out. Thank you, Tanja. For real. Well, body count, I'm going to keep it funky with you. Body count, y'all. See, women, y'all got that motherfucking magic. See, y'all got that magic smell. Y'all got that snap that thing on back. Y'all got that recipe for that. So let me explain something to you, my niggas. You could be swearing to God, yo, son, she slept with 12 niggas. Yo, she used to be a prostitute. Yo, she was a porn star. You never know it until she tell you that. See, the beauty about a woman or a man open up, even if a man is looking and just be like, yo, check this out, mom. One time I was lost. I used to bust their ass. That ain't me. That's just not me no more. I was young and stupid. See, a lot of niggas, they don't want to tell the truth. The first heartbreak, the first heartache of sending a nigga on a whole mission. I ain't fucking with nobody. Fuck these chicks, they ain't shit. Same thing. If a man opens up to tell a woman something like that much personal and intricate business about himself, he's being honorable enough to tell you who he was. He ain't going to be that person around you. I feel as though the same thing with a woman. I feel as though that if you're dealing with a woman and she's comfortable enough to tell you some things about her past that might be overwhelming and shocking, and some little boys, like I said, it's a bunch of men with little boys' hearts and intentions. A little boy can't really deal with adulthood, can't deal with manhood. So I feel sorry for the ladies that tried to really build with little boys that they thought were men. But a man is not going to really look at that. I've always had a model. What you did before me don't have nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. You dig what I'm saying? As long as you straight up with your health and your genetics and all that, so am I. What you did before me has nothing to do with me. Now, what you do from the time that me and you established that we trying to work on what we working on is something totally different. So me, I don't really knock the body count. I don't care about that. I don't know. I think that was just something that we had. I think that shit I think we was programmed with that because when we was coming up, it was a certain, how can I say, it was a certain group of females in each area that were particularly the most hunted when it came to the drug dealers, the squares, et cetera, the cops, because in our neighborhood, the cops used to be pushing up on chicks. You dig what I'm saying? Like where I come from, all the super bad bitches, they had a correction officer or a motherfucking cop. Most likely they had a correction officer because when I was coming up, the COs were thugs with guns. I used to be in a gambling spot, rest in peace to Maurice Kirby, with a bunch of correction officers. Big guns and all that shit. Them niggas shooting dice. Shout out to Chillin' with Love, a.k.a. Cali with Love, a.k.a. will cut your face open if you play with her. She said, I'd rather have a man who has learned by experience and has growth, leave me with knowledge and truly love me. Chillin' with Love, let me ask you a question. Does a body count of a man or if a man that you've been with, does that matter? If a man told you when y'all decided that y'all was about to get together and you wanted to marry him, you're dead in love with him, he just came to you and said, yo, check this out, baby. I used to be a porn star. They used to call me Long John Jackie Rat. And I used to get a hold to a bunch of cat. But that's no longer me. Would that be a deal breaker with you? Would that be a deal breaker with you? Because that's just the question, the topic of conversation. Does body count matter? I feel as though the past is the past. And then again, maybe this is crazy. I would prefer someone with some experience in life also. That's a fact. You see that? You said, I don't care about no past. But she a Virgo. I knew she was going to say something. So I didn't know it was going to come out in those words exactly. But just like I said earlier, that's a Virgo. I should have known, but she was going. But nah, you're not. That shit is not. It's not that serious. It's not that motherfucking serious. Especially, I feel as though if a woman and a man, see, it's not just a woman. I feel as though if a man, you got a man that's gonna tell you his deepest fears and what he's been through, and certain things he's been through pertaining to his partners in life. I think that's a beautiful relationship. Now, if you got a woman that will open up about certain things that she is told no one but God and maybe her best friend that live in Arkansas now. Like this shit would not get out. If she opened up to you, that would be kind of beautiful, man. For real. That's a cold-blooded fact. That's just my opinion. Before we get out of here, man, let me get a moment of silence for rest in peace to Miss Ananda Lewis. That shit is so sad. When I say grew up, just grew up with me, same age. She was struggling with that breast cancer. Man. And like if you rewind to the beginning, you'll see something that she was so proud of. Like she said, her best mommy, one of her best mommy moments when she said she overheard her son talking to one of his friends on FaceTime. And the friend was talking to him about another young man that was crying. And she said when she heard her son say to his friend, it's nothing wrong with the man crying. Men are allowed to show emotions. She was so overwhelmed in joy. You can see, you can rewind it. She was so overwhelmed in joy. She said, because we need to start teaching our children, and especially our men, how we want them to be in the society in the future. Like we gotta get right back to being parents. We got to get to great parenting again. For real, great parenting. Great parenting. You know what I'm saying? And may she rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm going to do some more research on this situation. This man right here and this couple, because like I said, rest in peace to this family right here. But like I said, the people that's into putting people addresses out or trying to do Dick Tracy work and all that shit, when they put this man address up, and see, like I said, you put this man address up where his children and his wife is, where he resides. And then when I heard that the whole scenario, which led up to the unfortunate demise of these two, is because they were in his chat one night trolling him, and they got into an argument, and they decided that they were gonna start a YouTube page just to go at him. This nigga Ming said, me and my wife in the bushes listening, having our conversation about it. Now, that's grown folk shit right there. Because if that's really somebody you love, that's just my opinion, y'all. I'm not perfect. You dig what I'm saying? If it's somebody that's like to have somebody to, everybody wants honesty. Everybody can't get honesty. I got him too. I got him shots. Last week I was fucked up, y'all. A lot of people don't even know I went through food poisoning last weekend, but I'm good now. But yo, you gotta really pay attention to the qualities of the person now, as opposed to certain decisions people made when they were younger. You gotta understand that. Certain decisions that people made when younger may not be right with society. You dig what I'm saying? It may not be right with society, but to be straight up about who you are, I gotta respect that. That's why people be saying, like, I don't like them words they be saying, mook and gay. I don't give a fuck if a person is gay or a person is a lesbian. I don't. Donald Trump, I don't know if y'all paid attention. Donald Trump just totally said that it's no more Pride Month, nothing. All that pride shit is done. The president of the United States said that shit is a dub. That shit been kicked out the whip, like the people be saying. Them niggas been kicked out the whip. He said what a person decides that they want to do inside their home and their lifestyle has nothing to do with the world, especially our children. Yo, I went into Walmart. If you think I'm joking, I want y'all to pay attention to something. The shit, because I don't know, go to your Walmart. That's a fact, go to your Walmart. When I went to the fucking neighborhood, excuse my language, when I went to the Walmart, when I went to the neighborhood Walmart, I happened to be going to a Walmart to get a cooler last summer for my aunt and them for some ice because they was having a little cookout. They had a whole gay pride baby section. Has anybody seen that? Is just me? Has anybody seen that? Seriously, has anybody seen that? That's a fact, Keish. When you walk in and look to the left, yo, it's like a whole section that hooks off like a U. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. I swear to, down here in North Carolina, yo, I swear to God, chilling. Yo, I swear to God, they got a U. It's like they got the bottom part of an umbrella as far as the store. I swear to God, listen to me. And it starts at babies. It goes from babies to toddlers. I want to do a show. I want to do a show. A Men Are From Mars, a Women Are From Venus. I have one topic that I prolong that we have to do pertaining on what is it that women really want from a relationship and what is it that men really want from a relationship. I want a group of men to come up here. I want a group of women to get up here. All like-minded. We do not have to agree. We do not have to be none of that, but we have to be respectful to each other. No trolling shit. Because I really want to hear the voices of women, and I want the women to hear the voices of us as men. Facts. But I want to do another one on this situation with this, like me. Let me explain some to you. And I don't want to come off the wrong way. I have nothing against nobody. LGBT, TQ, I don't know how to say it, whatever. Y'all help me put it in the chat and I'll put it up. Shout out to all them people. But when it comes to the exposure of these things to our children, first of all, why would a parent, because of a sexual choice that they may have chose for themselves, why would they implement that lifestyle on a baby? Why would you implement that lifestyle on a child? As an adult, I know people choose as being adults to live the way they want to live. Cool. What about them babies? Shouldn't them babies have free will to grow and be whom they want to be? Who knows? They may want to follow the footsteps of their parents. Carlton, salute. But what if they don't? When I walked in Walmart and seen a whole bottom U umbrella of Pride clothing from babies, toddlers, from babies to toddlers, that means 3, 4, 5 years old, depending on the physique of your child. This is up to 5 years old where they're making children wear rainbow infused attire standing for solidarity for a cause. I think that's the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life. One of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life. I think for somebody to just take it upon themselves to just put something on a child that they may have been through something that they are totally confused about, that they may have anger and resentment to another sexuality or race because they were sexually assaulted by a race and maybe they were overly exposed to certain things that they didn't understand what they were doing was right or appropriate for children to be exposed to. That's what fucks up shit. Curiosity, man. That curiosity shit killed the cat. I spoke about how my motherfucking addiction started when it came to smoking marijuana, when it came to smoking cigarettes, and when it came to the consumption of alcohol. It started when my family used to have parties and they used to section off the children into one room. Now, after about an hour or two, when we get bored and fidgety, I want to go to the bathroom. So check this out. When I go to the bathroom, this is the first indication of curiosity. I don't know if y'all went through this. When I'm coming out the room to go to the bathroom, my living room used to be illuminated by a yellow light bulb. Now, when I come out the room with the kids, there is a red light bulb. We're just this morning, was a white light bulb. That's the first curiosity. What the fuck do they got this red light bulb for? Because they want to have a dimmed, nice ambiance set because they're playing cards in the next room. They're smoking marijuana. They're drinking beer. They're drinking cognac. Couple of uncles fucking with that booger sugar. I'm going to the bathroom going, what the fuck is this smell that's in my nose? Number one, I know about the cigarettes because my mom smoked cigarettes and my pop smoked cigarettes. But I want to know about this other shit that smells so intriguing. Now check this out. When I go to the bathroom, I use the bathroom. I'm at the door. I'm trying to listen. I'm telling you what encouraged and developed my addiction when I started being curious about marijuana, cigarettes, and alcohol. Now when I come back, what the fuck is that? So check this out. See, it don't stop there. See, now I got my analogy of what happened. Now say it's me, Tanja, Carlton, DMW Shots, Chilling with Love, Keisha, Angie, baby! We all kids in the room at a party with our house of our parents. So when I get back to the room, the first thing I'm telling y'all is, yo, they got some shit going on out there. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Now, every child in that motherfucking room want to go to the bathroom because they're curious. Me, the parties was thrown at my house. Me, the parties was thrown at my uncle's house. So if y'all pay attention, if you really was a child that grew up in house parties, what was our job the next morning? Y'all don't want to tell the truth. What was our job? What was your job the next morning if you really grew up in a house party? I don't care that it's Sunday morning and you want to go to the park with your friends. It's something that you gonna do before you go. You gonna clean up. You gonna clean up. Everybody, y'all must have been in my house. I don't remember y'all. Keisha, I remember her. Y'all must have been there. Now, let me tell you what happened when we cleaned up. That cigarette that our uncle didn't motherfucking finish, that we were supposed to throw in the garbage, we took that and put that in the stash. That joint that was rolled up, we took them and put them in the stash. Check this out. That beer, we sipped on it. If we liked it, we poured the shit out. If we did have the taste for beer, because some of us started off drinking young beer, shout out to Fred G, we consumed that. We were drunk after the cleanup. And then the cigarettes and the motherfucking joints, because it wasn't blunts back then. It wasn't cigars. It was joints. The cigarettes and the joints, when we go to the park, check this out. I got like 3 cigarettes and 4 joints, y'all. You want to smoke? Shot said, yo, I used to sneak some sips and a few tokes off that devil lettuce. Chilling with Love said, I packed up a cigarette and put it to my mouth from the party and got so much in trouble, they actually burnt me with the cigarette. Damn. Shout out to DMW Shots. Yo, Shots, put it in the chat how many days it is. My man ain't took a sip in a minute. And he lagged back on the bud. We gotta give it to him for the bud too. He's stronger than me. You're not supposed to be around me, Shots. I'm not gonna front. Because I would be like, yo, son, you don't want none of this shit? I mean, you don't want none of this shit? I ain't gonna front. I'll be fucking with you. You don't want none of this shit, son? Well, take that with you if you change your mind. I'm a bad influence when it comes to shit like that. That's a fact. And the reason why I say that, my grandmother told me when it came to marijuana, it was actually a better element because it elevated your mind. She was worried about the consumption of alcohol. She said because when you consumed alcohol, you were under the influence. It's a big difference, y'all. Being under an influence or being high is 2 different things. Being high is being under the influences, that's a fact, Shots. He said, even when mom had to party by herself, when if she was not working, I had to clean that shit up. Love you, mama. Facts. Now pay attention. You might get around somebody that's vegan. You might get around somebody that's a vegetarian. But you need a motherfucking burger. You need a smash burger, like a triple, well done, sauteed onion, mustard, ketchup, on a buttered toasted bun. Are you supposed to stop dealing with that person because of what they choose to digest? Because they said they're vegan, which y'all, that could start an argument too. Like, why you always coming in here with hamburgers and you know I'm vegan? Why are you always cooking some vegan shit if you know I ain't vegan? There's a bunch of motherfucking reasons a person could ask another person why should they be together, not pertaining to who they dealt with before them, because I think that's petty. That's a cold-blooded fact. That's a cold-blooded fact. So at least we found out, at least with the group of people that's over here today, body count doesn't matter. What's in the past is in the past. If you keep one foot in the past, you keep one foot in the present, you'll never get to the future. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?